Here we see that God uses change as a lowly servant to bless his redeemed household. But he himself is outside of the law of mutation and is unaffected by any changes that occur in the universe. As Charles Wesley wrote, "And all things as they change proclaim the Lord eternally the same." Again, the question of use arises. Of what use to me is this? Sorry, back up. Once again. Of what use to me is the knowledge that God is immutable? Someone asks. Is not the whole thing mere metaphysical speculation? Something that might bring a certain satisfaction. Sorry, back up 2 seconds. Is not the whole thing mere metaphysical speculation? Something that might bring a certain satisfaction to persons of a particular type of mind, but can have no real significance for practical men? If by practical men we mean unbelieving men engrossed in secular affairs and indifferent to the claims of Christ, the welfare of their own souls, or the interest of the world to come, then for them such a book as this can have no meaning at all. Nor, unfortunately, can any other book that takes religion seriously. But while such men may be in the majority, they do not by any means compose the whole of the population. There are still 7,000 who have not bowed their knees to Baal. Okay, there are still 7,000. Okay, so backing up 2 seconds. There are still 7,000 who have not bowed their knees to Baal. These believe they were created to worship God and to enjoy his presence forever, and they are eager to learn all they can about God, with whom they expect to spend eternity. In this world where men forget us, change their attitude toward us as the private... Okay, back up 2 seconds. In this world where men forget us, change their attitude towards us as their private interests dictate, and revise their opinion of us for the slightest cause, is it not a source of wondrous strength to know that the God with whom we have... Back up to... let me just go back up 10 seconds. Yeah, from there, recording. In this world where men forget us, change their attitude towards us as their private interests dictate, and revise their opinion of us for the slightest cause, is it not a source of wondrous strength to know that the God with whom we have to do changes not? That his attitude towards us now is the same as it was in eternity past and will be in eternity to come. What peace it brings to the Christian heart to realize that our Heavenly Father never differs from himself. In coming to him at any time, we need not wonder whether we shall find him in a receptive mood. He is always receptive to misery and need, as well as to love and faith. He does not keep office hours, nor set aside periods when he will see no one. Neither does he change his mind about anything. Today, this moment, he feels towards his creatures, towards babies, toward the sick, the fallen, the sinful, exactly as he did when he sent his only begotten Son into the world to die for mankind. God never changes moods or cools off in his affections or loses enthusiasm. His attitude toward sin is now the same as it was when he drove out the sinful man from the eastward garden, and his attitude toward the sinner the same as when he stretched forth his hands and cried, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." God will not compromise, and he need not be coaxed. He cannot be persuaded to alter his word, nor talked into answering selfish prayer. In all our efforts to find God, to please him, to commune with him, we should remember that all change must be on our part. I am the Lord, I change not. We have but to meet his clearly stated terms, bring our lives in accord with his revealed will, and his infinite power will become instantly operative toward us in the manner set forth through the gospel and the scriptures of truth. From the Walker's collection it is written, "Fountain of being, source of good, immutable thou dost remain, nor can the shadow of a change obscure the glories of thy reign. Earth may with all her powers dissolve, if such the great Creator will, but thou forever art the same. I am is thy memorial still." Okay.